What's up, guys? Today I'll be reviewing Django Unchained, Quentin Tarantino's latest film. I saw this film a few months ago, so it's not totally fresh in my mind. I should have did a review earlier, but I just didn't get around to it. So I'll try to remember the best I can. The biggest one thing I can remember for sure, it was an amazing movie. But I'll give you some details. Well, first of all, this film has got a lot of controversy over the use of the N-word, and it uses it a lot throughout the film. I think someone's counted it like over 100 times they say it. But come on, it's during that time period they used that word. I mean, let's not try and pretend it just didn't exist. I think Quentin Tarantino's brave, and he has the balls to do that. Because it's not like he just put it in there for effect. People used that word back then, you know? And a lot of people say it's too violent. All of his movies get that. It's too violent. It's too violent. But, you know, get over it. I mean, it's a good movie, and I think it needs violence to give it more character and more emotion. So Quentin Tarantino's movies are always going to be violent. This is something people need to get past. If you don't like his movies, then don't see his movies. I mean, it's simple as that. So the plot is, if you don't know, the slave Django is freed by this so-called dentist named Dr. Schultz. I think I could be wrong. It's played by Christoph Waltz, which is awesome. He's awesome in this. And he teams up with them to hunt down these, he's a bounty hunter, and his job is to hunt down these slave owners and kill them. So he teams up with Django, and together they kill white people together. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. And that's basically the plot. And then, like, the main part is Django wants to get his wife back. She was sold separately. So they try to get his wife back. That's like the big thing in the film. That's like the goal, you know. So that's basically it. There's a lot more to it. And another thing I really like about this film, it's a lot of Quentin Tarantino's films are really dialogue heavy. Like his last movie, Inglourious Basterds, it was like all dialogue, and it had some action in it, but it was dialogue. Don't get me wrong, I love dialogue. I mean, I love it, especially Quentin Tarantino. He's the master at writing good, interesting dialogue. And Inglourious Basterds has a lot of awesome scenes where they just talk, and it's awesome. But this film, there's not as much as that. There's a lot of talking, but I mean, like, it's not like all this films seem to have like a bunch of scenes where just a long scene of people just talking to each other. Maybe one-on-one, maybe a whole group, you know, but Django Unchained doesn't really have that. It doesn't really have a big scene where it's just talking. There is a dinner table scene with Leonardo DiCaprio, who plays a slave owner, or a bunch, like a full plantation owner, really, and they're all talking. So I guess you can consider that the scene, but there's also a couple scenes where they just talk, but I mean, it's not really long. It's like I was kind of surprised, or I was looking forward to some really long dialogue scenes, you know, but you didn't really get any. It's mostly action, which is good because it appeals to a wider audience, you know. Most audience don't want to just watch people talk. They come here to see a movie, they want to see visual stuff, not just talking. You might as well read a book. I guess that's the way people think. I do agree with that a little bit. But anyway, so it's a lot more action based and dialogue than his other films. So I think that's a change, but it's good. It's a good change. And yeah, that's really, I mean, all the things Quentin Tarantino does best: the writing, the characters. You know, there's a lot of humor in this, which I was surprised. There's a lot of funny moments. Cinematography, he uses this cool style of filmmaking. Like, it's really like a lot of it's over the top, And there's an awesome shootout scene with Jamie Foxx. I'm not gonna give anything away, but if you see in the film, you know what I'm talking about. There's actually, there's actually kind of two, but there's one right before the last one, and it's awesome. Like, it's so badass. There's like this really awesome song playing. It's in slow motion. You think that'd be really gimmicky, but which it is a gimmick thing to do, like a cliche thing to do, but Quentin Tarantino does it so well and so awesome that it's just, you can't complain. You're just like, oh my god, this is amazing. So it's a great film. I'm really glad it got, I'm really surprised it won Best Original Screenplay. I'm really surprised. I don't know why. I mean, it's a great storyline, it's great writing and everything. I don't know. Usually Academy Awards just picks the most, like, it's so predictable, you know? You wouldn't think like something like Django Unchained would win any awards, which it did a couple. So I'm really glad to see that. So yeah, Django Unchained, great film. Go see it if you haven't.